say bye to Oslo as we make our way to the north of Norway to land at Tromso. We're going to check out the Northern Lights and other activities we get up to, and more about that later in the vlog.
In order to see the Northern Lights, we have to find a clear sky. That's our priority every time. Unfortunately, the weather forecast is predicting very thick clouds all over, but there are good openings coming from southwest, and that's our direction. That's where we are heading, and hoping that the weather forecast will be accurate.
As the tour guide mentioned, the weather was cloudy when we landed, as the day before they received 70 centimeters of snow, and we got also other tours cancelled. So we really took the chance to book this Northern Light tour, and this is some of the sites on the bus to get more to the northern side. Here it's 7-Eleven, that's where we had dinner. I had the left chorizo, it was vegan hot dog, and the right is a chorizo, sorry. We also left the town center because of all the light pollution. So even if it wasn't cloudy, the guide explained that we would have to leave Tromso downtown area to go into places with less light pollution to see the lights. This is the area we went to near the beach. This is how dark it was. Because it was still cloudy, we couldn't see the lights with our naked eye besides shadows. So we resetted the settings on my camera, as you can see, and then I could see the lights that I'm showing you now for photos. But I still enjoyed the experience. It was super cold though. Oh my goodness. Please, if you ever do this, go with warm clothes. We did get hot chocolate and a cookie included in our tour, but I've heard that there's other tours where they go even further. We got back at 4 a.m. to be ready for 8 a.m. whale watching tour in the rain, in the cold, but still beautiful. This tour wasn't cancelled, and we got explanation from the crew while we're in the boat, and we can see where we were going and the other boats in the ocean.
The trip here will take 3.5-4 hours to get there, and then of course the same way back. So we have quite a long journey. We are very much in the Arctic right now. Tromso is located at 68 degrees north and 69 degrees north and 40 minutes. And the Arctic Circle is at 66 degrees north, 33 minutes. But the Arctic, the name, where does it actually come from? We have to go back to the ancient Greeks. They were the inventors of the phenomenon of Arctic. They actually came from this word called Arctos, and Arctos directly translated means bears, and therefore Antarctica actually means no bears. It does make sense. We do have polar bears up here north in the Arctic, and in Antarctica it's only penguins and seals. But it's actually not these bears that we are talking about. We are talking about the bears in the sky. So on the screen here you will see this star constellation. This is called Ursa Major, or the Great Bear. And you can always see this star constellation up here in the northern hemisphere. It's very easy to find, because within this we have a smaller constellation that we call Karlsvognen, because it looks like a wagon, and it's very easy to find in the night sky. And if you take the two outer stars of this and go straight up till you find the first clear star, this would be the northern star Polaris. And the ancient Greeks actually knew that the north was this direction, because the star doesn't move much throughout the year. It will stay more or less in the same spot, where all the other stars will take a turn. It doesn't seem like Iceland is actually within the Arctic. It is, but it's just a teeny tiny tip of Iceland that is within the Arctic Circle. So this little island called Tromsø Island is the very, very, very top of Iceland. And the thing is that the Arctic Circle is actually moving a little bit each year. So back in time, Iceland was not considered in the Arctic, but over time the Arctic Circle has gone a little bit more south. There's also an artist in Iceland that wanted to mark the exact location of the Arctic Circle. So he put this huge ball of cinnamon, 9 tons, quite heavy. And when they had to put it there, it almost ran out into the ocean. They struggled quite a lot. They also figured if they had to move it a little bit within a couple of years, it would take quite some effort. So now it's just there for symbolic reasons, but if you go to Tromsø Island, you will see it, and you are within the Arctic Circle then. But yeah, so we do count the country within, even though it is only the very top. And then of course we have Greenland, and we have Alaska in the States, and of course Canada. So these are the countries within the Arctic. We have a very long brown period from where the snow is melting until then it blooms. It will bloom in late May, actually, when we get the first days of like sequence of days with sun, and then everything just blooms. It's quite amazing to experience as well. So a very long brown period, and then green, and then it gets winter again already in September, October. So yeah, but in the summertime, of course, people feel more energized. We do a lot of stuff when there's so much light outside. There's actually some marathons also going on in Tromso in the middle of the night, because why not when you can't sleep anyways. So yeah, I would definitely recommend coming up here as well in the summertime if you have the opportunity for that.
What animals is there we might see today? Well, it is actually the humpback whales that likes to. The humpback whales have a very long migration pattern, all the way from much more tropical areas towards the Arctic, only to feed on the herring. Not only is it humpback whales to like to feed on the herring, but also us human beings, fishermen. Okay, I like fish, small fish, yeah, and also the orcas and the fin whales, and sometimes the sperm whales can also show up in these regions. They like to show off and show their beautiful tail, which is why they're also one of the most studied animals in the world. A way of how to identify the humpback whales is actually by taking pictures on their dorsal, on their tail, because no tail is exactly the same. It's much more similar to us human beings. How we identify us as human beings is by taking a fingerprint. It's more about the other whales that we might see is also the killer whales, or the orcas. Now they can also reach a length up to 10 meters. It's actually the males that are larger than the females. Of course, we can recognize that by the color of black and white. And if we look at the dorsal fin on the killer whale, on the back they have a high triangle form, and that is the dorsal fin. How we can recognize these whales, which one is it in the water? Well, it is by looking at some type of. There are some types of ways we use to identify them when we're looking on the top of the surface. By looking on these blows, we can also we can see that it is humpbacks. Not only the blows, but also they are not shy. Again, so once they're diving down, they do like to show off their tail. We call that feet. So once we see that as well, it's quite high chance of that it is humpback whales. They also have a small, tiny dorsal fin in comparison to the orcas. Now, orcas are dolphins, and they like to swim together in groups, in pods. So once they come to the surface, they have this big black dorsal fin, and they are together in groups. And they can sometimes be 10 and even more together. Fin whales are also baleen whales, and we might see them today. We have a higher chance of seeing humpbacks or orcas, but fin whales are also baleen whales. We can see the humpback whale at our 7 o'clock. Left side.
Guys, we are very lucky, early on today.
That's great, thanks. That's great news.
Just remember this. This is very good.
are 10 o'clock onto our left side of the boat.
It is an 8-hour-long tour, so if you do not bring your own snacks and drinks, just know you can purchase them at the bar, and food there as well in the boat. But we chose to just wait until dinner and eat at a local restaurant that has several sections. And we ate at the pub section and then had cocktails at the bar section. We were supposed to go dog sleighing this day, but that tour was canceled, and a lot of the other tours, due to just weather and strong winds, were also not bookable on the same day. So we decided to walk around and to head towards the cable car and just enjoy the beautiful scenery around us on the way there. Maybe I'm Sarissa, maybe I'm not. You can call me Rice because I am in Tromso and Rice is my nickname. Tromso, Norway, last day here. It's been night. It's been not much day. It's been great. It's been blue, but not much light. Came to the cable car. It's closed because of winds. Wasn't warned in advance. And climbed up a little bit to at least get the city view, which you're gonna see. And we're gonna go explore the town and hopefully see the cathedral, which is fine. That's close by and it's closed, so it should be open. But a lot of things like closed because of the weather today. And tours closed as well because of the weather. So I'm glad I saw the lights. I should have showed you that, or I'm showing you now. But Tromso is very nice. It's very cold, but it's very pretty as well. But I feel like we've only seen it at night, if that makes sense. Well, not night, it's day, but it's night. It looks night here, but it's nice. At this spot, they changed a telephone booth into a book exchange for their neighborhood, and we made it to the church. It was really beautiful and relaxing and tranquil walking around the silent city, even though there was a lot of wind. You can even hear it. That's why I'm saving you that sound. But it was very nice and it wasn't raining a lot. It was maybe drizzling or just the cold wind hitting us. The cathedral you have to pay to enter, but just walking around, I'm giving you ideas to do things that is completely free and still enjoyable to enjoy Tromso's atmosphere and the unique early nightfall of it all, of the city. The bathhouse, dip in the cold water and then go in the sauna. Wow, looking. City center. It's already sunset time almost, and it's like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock now. So it's just the Arctic Circle type of thing. And that's where we used to be, at a cable car, somewhere there, up there, and now we're here in the city center. The building you're seeing is where a film festival was happening in Tromso, and it's next to the restaurant we're going to eat at, the Balder's Bistro. It was really good. I had an elderberry cocktail that was delicious, and there I had reindeer meatballs or mousse, and my friend had burgers and fries, and there was a brown cheese panna cotta. I'm not a big fan of brown cheese, so that's why it's not 10 out of 10. It was just good. After dinner, we went back to the hotel, and sorry I have no footage of a hotel since we were always in a rush trying to book things, find things to do, etc. since a lot of things were cancelled. Speaking of cancellations, pause to read more about my trip back was worse than my trip to Tromso, which you can check out on my YouTube channel. And that's the end. That's all I got. Thank you for watching until now. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and until next time, take care. Watch one of the videos YouTube recommends. I hope I'm in shot because I'm not watching my objective. I'm doing this quick because I'm tired and I don't know what to do. And someone's in the back of me. I just switched it over.